Hello there. We all have a little bit of magpie in us when it comes to a sprinkle of luxury in our lives every now and again. I for one am certainly in no position to just be going out and buying designer things willy-nilly, but have no fear, me and Shop Tagger have your back. They asked me to share with you guys my 4 top tips on how to save money on luxury designer goods and just bring a little bit of that sparkle into your life. I actually used Shop Tagger to save money on one of my favourite designer pieces in my collection. It's the Saint Laurent Teen Crossbody bag. If you haven't heard of Shop Tagger before, it is an amazing free feature that you should be adding into your online shopping routine. Basically, you just sign up super quick, you have your own account, and you add the little Shop Tagger button to your toolbar or your bookmarks. And basically, while you're perusing all of your favourite online stores, if you see something you like but you kind of want to think about it for a little bit, you can hit the Shop Tagger button, add it to your account, and basically it's just a way of seeing all of your online favorites in one place. When adding an item, you can choose specifics such as like size and color. There's even a little wish list section. I always like to keep one for Christmas because it's just a handy way of kind of categorizing certain items into lists. The bit that's going to save you money though is the notify me when feature, and this is where you can choose what kind of discounts and sales that you're interested in. From your account, you'll then see all of your favorites in sort of a Pinterest style feed, and it's just a great way to kind of consider purchases a little bit longer and also not forget about things that you've seen. Then you'll also see anything that has a sale or a discount, and this includes live discount codes that may be on individual sites, so that's super helpful to see all of that in the same place. Shop Tagger also has an app which makes it super easy if you're adding items when you're on the go and you're a bit of a serial shopper like I am. It's super helpful. And of course you can share your favorites and your wish lists with your friends. If you want to try Shop Tagger yourself, I will leave the free download and also mobile download in the description below. Yes, the bag. How did I save money on the bags? I noticed that one particular retailer, Farfetch, had it for a little bit cheaper. I think the currencies were still a little bit up in the air after Brexit, so I was able to save a little bit of money on this. I think I saved about £35. It now retails for $625, and I believe I only paid $5.90 including shipping for this. It doesn't sound like a crazy amount of money, but I mean that's like a really fancy nice dinner out that I wouldn't have kind of saved otherwise. So when you put it into perspective, every single penny counts. The second way to get your hands on unworn, sort of fresh designer goods is through outlet stores. I'm kind of spoiled with them here in New York, but they have them in like most major European cities and across the US as well. Things like Kildare Village in Ireland, Le Village in France, Bista Village in London. Those kind of places are basically places where you can get designer goods where they're just older seasons. They may be last season, they may be a couple of seasons old, and you basically get an absolute bargain, like rock bottom price for them. New York is amazing for trying to build up a designer wardrobe at a really kind of like a fraction of the cost, to be honest. So one of the ways that I saved money at an outlet is this necklace that you guys asked me so much about, and I was holding off until this video to chat about it because it's just not something I talk about that often. But this is a 24 karat gold diamond necklace, and it's by a designer called RackedNY. I absolutely love it. It's contemporary, unique, but it also has that beautiful sort of Art Deco style of jewellery that I love for the modern day. And yeah, this originally started at like a $2,000 necklace, and I got it for about $800 at Century 21 here in New York. So I had my eye on it for a long time. It's been forever since I spent $800 on something, but it was my end of my first year in New York, and I really wanted something that I could keep forever that would remind me of this time and remind me of the year of grind that I put in and the hard work that I put in that year. So I absolutely love it. I have no regrets about buying it, and I saved like what, over like 60%, 70%. My third tip for saving money and getting designer at a fraction of the cost is, especially in New York and again in some major kind of design-led cities, is sample sales. Sample sales are incredible. Basically what they are is when a designer is doing a clear out of their stock, they'll hold a big event where it's a couple of days long and it's madness and it's crazy and it's rails and rails of people flaking clothes everywhere, and it's a little bit heartbreaking at the same time seeing everything kind of messy, but it's an amazing way to literally save so much money on designer goods. Like things will be marked up to 70% off, and I mean like really high-end designer stuff or slightly more mid-level market affordable stuff that's like at rock bottom price. So it's an amazing way to get your hands on some goodies, and I'm spoiled for choice here in New York with sample sales. Websites like RackedNY are great for sample sales. They tell you exactly when they're happening in advance, and you can kind of plan to enter that chaos. Last but not least, my fourth tip is to go pre-owned or vintage if you really want that piece in your wardrobe but you're not willing to pay the full price. Wait a little while, see if it pops up in a pre-owned or consignment store. This is actually one of the items that I got pre-owned. I have no idea what model or make this is, but it's just a really nice big womanly handbag and it fits a ton of stuff. I believe this would have been over $1,000, I'm not quite sure, and that this one secondhand cost about 600 euros. So I think 600 euros for a really, really big bag that actually costs the same as my little bag. It's a great bag, it's in absolutely fabulous condition, and it's just one of those kind of timeless styles. And I mean, 600 euros for a Prada bag, I think that's very, very doable with a little bit of consistent saving. You can go to like your local vintage or secondhand store. There you have popped up in most major and small cities and towns. I think every town has something similar. Or you could go online to something like Vestiare Collective or a bunch of other similar websites where you can get pre-owned handbags and clothing that are all designer and in really great condition. And there's absolutely no shame in it. There's so many beautiful pieces that people just don't love anymore or didn't get the wear out of, and you can get like up to 50 to 75% off sometimes. Those were my 4 tips on how to save money on designer and luxury pieces. I hope it helps you in your future shopping endeavors. I will see you all in the next one.